All right, what's going on, y'all? So it's a pretty interesting day today at work. I told you I was going to wear this shirt. Wasn't quite expecting a whole lot to go on. I knew some people would have some questions about it, and that's fine. I would answer the questions if you ask. However, didn't expect to happen what happened today. So I'll keep this pretty brief. But so somebody found my shirt, which has a question mark on the front. Let me show you. Question mark on the front. Of course, you can't see the back, but the back of it says, "Am I next?" That's all it says. Question mark on the front. Back says, "Am I next?" So someone went to one of the upper managers at my job, and we'll keep the names out of it. And I want to say someone. I guess there was maybe a couple of people, quite a few people. Went to some managers at my job. I told them that my shirt is offensive. Think about that. My shirt that has a question mark on the front, the back of it just says, "Am I next?" They found my shirt to be offensive. Let me tell you, all day I got questions about my shirt. Now, when I was first told about it, I first called over to speak with said manager. I didn't know what the conversation was going to be about, so after while we're standing there talking, I'm cool when I'm calm. So he tells me that it's been reported to him just in case if somebody comes back to me and says something that my shirt is offensive. So my question to him was, well, not really question, but response was, it should be more offended by the reason that I have to ask this question anytime I'm dealing with law enforcement instead of the actual question being listed on my shirt. However, that was not the case. So I thanked him for informing me. I did tell him a little later on that day that I was not going to send him in detail how I really felt about the situation because it is emotionally driven. I got so angry and frustrated that my eyes started sweating a little bit. And this was throughout the day. Like I said, I was just so angry and frustrated because someone couldn't take the time to ask me about my shirt instead of automatically assuming that my shirt has some type of negative connotation or something remotely close to that behind it, and it doesn't. Because of underlying issues, I couldn't go down and walk in the peaceful protest. So the T-shirts that I'm wearing, these are my ways of peacefully protesting and standing and showing my stance against injustices and wrongs that are being done to innocent people. Peaceful, y'all. That's the key word. Was not expecting to have an HR situation today when I went to work. But like I told them, I've got two other T-shirts, and they thought this one was offensive, and I'm not wearing it to get back at them. I don't know who it was. Truthfully, I don't want to know who it was because I don't want to look at that person any different after the fact than I did before. So I will not stoop to that level. But the other two shirts that I've got, one is the question that my daughter asked me while we were sitting at the dinner table that I wasn't able to ask, which was, "Daddy, why do they hate us so much? What did we ever do to them?" It's a 15-year-old young lady asking that question. And then the T-shirt idea that I had today in response to this, I'm going to have one made that it'll say, "Just ask." It'll likely have a question mark on the front, just like this one. But on the back, it'll say "just" and an ASK. ASK will be an acronym for Always Seek Knowledge. So before any of you out there see anybody else that's wearing a T-shirt similar to this, or has something on their T-shirt, don't assume that you know what it is. Simply ask the questions. We welcome the questions because we want people to get understanding of how it is we feel with regards to everything that's going on. Because some folk just don't get it. They may not believe it. They may not believe that things that are happening are actually happening. They may not believe the things that have happened to some of us haven't actually happened. But I'm telling you, folk, it is real. There's a lot of things that have gone on at my workplace that I never reported and I didn't say anything about. I'm not faulting myself for that. I'm not upset about it. I just know that I guess the only way that people will really truly understand is if they engage in conversation directly with the person that they may have the question, concern, or issues with, not going through a third party. Again, if you work with me or if you see me out in public, even on the response to this video, on any of my posts, you'll see that I always respond to questions that someone asks or comments that someone asks, regardless of whether or not they make sense to me, or regardless of whether I like them, or regardless of whether I don't like them. It's just common courtesy. If you put a response to my post, I will likely respond right back to you. So, yeah, it's a little crazy, folks. It is. I can't believe that a T-shirt caused an uproar at work because someone found 3 words that says, "Am I next?" offensive. Come on, y'all. Y'all gotta do better than this. You've got to do better than this. Educate yourself. Talk to somebody who doesn't look like you so you can get a good understanding. Because if we have to ask these questions, and we have to put questions like this on our shirts, we have to put statements on T-shirts, then that should let you know that there's a problem. Well, all we're asking that you recognize the problem and help resolve it. Don't perpetuate it. Have a good day.